All right, let's see what we got here. We got H3 Papa John. This is funny. This is light.
It's a good light one.
I love this H3H3. You know this? This is Ethan Klein and Gila Calamine. Gila Calamine is her last name. You need calamine lotion around her because of the lice jumping out from her hair. Starts biting you everywhere. You got to put on that pink stuff to stop the itching. So you've got Gila Klein and Ethan. They've got that show, H3 Podcast, very big on YouTube, millions of followers. They're a big podcast. They have on celebrities from time to time. They had Andrew Yang on a couple weeks ago, Bill Burr. They had, we got to play that clip about Bill Burr too. Remember when he was talking about, see if we got that. We should have put that in the notes. We'll show you that too. He had on Papa John from Papa John's Pizza. Now, why I thought this was so cute, Ethan is one of these ironic Papa John guys. The internet's got about 100,000 people that think it's their joke to goof on Papa John's Pizza. Have you seen these guys? Brandon Wardell probably thought this was really funny for a certain period of time. You've got irony gigglers on Twitter and everything with them. Bacon was one of their things. Pizza is funny to them. And, of course, Papa John. And Ethan latched into this. So a lot of the other Papa John guys have come and gone. Ethan, for the last couple of years, Papa John. Papa John. Because he's a right? That's the joke, really. Look at this cringe guy, but you're not gonna say that about him. You pretend I love Papa John. So he's been doing this bit, and then Papa John got on all that N-word controversy.
Yes.
So Papa John, a few months ago or something, he was fired from his own Papa John Pizza Company because they caught him saying the N-word. Now, he wasn't calling anyone the N-word. He wasn't using it in a derogatory way. He was telling a story about somebody who said the N-word. And then he claims, I was telling about a story. This guy said in a theater, and I was so sick, I had to walk out. Something like that.
It was on a call where they were talking about how to avoid these situations, he claims.
Yes. So they fired him just for using the word, talking about someone else using the word.
Yes.
Okay. And he was fired from his own company, and he's been doing these goofy interviews ever since. But I believe that this Papa John has been demented and deluded for probably 15 years. The board of directors has been trying to get him off because he's screwing up the company. Everything I've seen of this guy screams deluded old grandma. We got to get him out. It's like Logan on what's the show we watch on HBO?
Succession.
Succession. We got to get this guy out. He's going to destroy the company. They can't get him out because he's the majority owner. They find him saying, okay, good enough. We'll get him out. Of course, it wasn't fair. But you know what else isn't fair? All of Papa John's being closed because the guy's crazy. Okay. And that's what would have happened. So anyway, Ethan covers Papa John a lot. Papa John's on this crazy maniacal defense spree, trying to, clear his name and regain control of the company. Papa John has even gone out of his way to print his own chef's jacket because he can't wear Papa John's clothes anymore. So he got a similar chef's jacket made with the cursive Papa on it. And he wears this as a day in and day out outfit. He dresses as the chef, and I am Papa John. He's crazy. So somehow him and Ethan have been screwing around on social media. They finally get Papa John on the show, okay? Their biggest goof come to life. This is great. But Ethan, and I love this about Ethan, he's so Jewish and so not good at, they've only done a couple hundred episodes of this whole podcast. They've been on for 20 years. Millions of people. They've only really done this podcast 100 times.
173 to be
173
exact.
times for about 1 or 2 hours apiece. Compared to a guy like me, I've literally done over 2,000 episodes at 8 hours apiece on average. Okay? Maybe more. I mean, I could have done 3,000 episodes. So he's not good at podcasting. He gets Papa John on the show, and he lets it all go to his he gets nervous. He gets stuck. I could tell when a podcaster is stuck inside, even if they're faking it, I could see. And boy, do things get awkward with Papa. Would you like to see some choice clips? This is just a fun one.
Why not?
Would you like to see them clam up with the Papa? Should I start at 720?
Sure.
I did a 720 the other day on blades. I was unbelievable the other day. I built a little rollerblade lounge outside. All right, 7:20, and they've got the Papa, and Ethan's so dumb and so unprepared. The minute Papa John sits down, he starts asking him all of the worst things. Like, Papa John could have been a good guest. Papa John sits down, and the first thing he goes, so your company was taken away from me, you were cheated on, divorced, and Papa John's like, yikes. Starting off he didn't warm him up. Like Howard Stern really warms you up before he asks you the hard questions so that you're more comfortable to answer him. This Ethan Klein spooked Papa John right off the beginning, so now we got an hour and 59 minutes of really cringe, awkward stuff. Let me introduce you to Papa John. There he is, wearing that chef's thing. Papa John is maniacally stupid.
I like his eyebrows and hair, though.
Yes, he broke open a Bic pen and squirted it all over his hair and his eyebrows. Here he is, the Papa himself. But listen, this is about Ethan and being bad. So let's see this.
Called you John.
Yeah, she called me John.
Okay, she never called you Papa.
I had a boat one time that wasn't a big boat, it was like 19 feet that I called Papa.
Papa.
That's the earliest I can remember the phrase Papa.
I guess the kids call you Papa. That makes sense. You are their Papa.
Yeah.
Your employees call you Papa.
Yeah.
They always
Did you ever think to start maybe a second business, Mama?
Mama Pizza?
Yes.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
How dumb is that? And they all have to pretend that Gila, like whenever Gila does something stupid, everyone's like, let's help her. She's retired. No. Do you ever think of starting a business called Mama?
Nobody fake laughs at my stuff around
no,
here. I have
we
to
get furious.
sit in my shame.
Well, that just goes to show because we expect more from you. You're an able-bodied woman. We look at Gila as basically a... Let's hear that again. Stupid fucking Gila.
Employees call you Papa.
Yeah.
They always
Did you ever think to start maybe a second business, Mama?
Look at that face he gives. Why would I do that? Do you ever, and it's called Papa John's, do you ever think to start a second business called Mama? He looks at her. Luckily, Ethan jumps in with a joke to save everybody. I could go over this. I want to hear that again and pause exactly the way I did. Let's see.
Yeah.
They always
Did you ever think to start maybe a second business, Mama?
Mom.
No! The answer is absolutely no. But listen to this. Things get worse.
Mama Pizza?
Yes.
You did?
Oh, yeah. We play with all those kind of different...
Mama Johnny's.
Mama Johnny's.
And look how Ethan dresses. You got Papa John in here. The guy's going out of his way to make his own chef's coats. He's got gel in his hair. He's looking like $1 million. And then Ethan comes on looking like he just rolled out of Hobo Town. Like he's wearing fingerless gloves, heating his hands over a barrel. I mean, come the fuck on. Do you see this? He's got the hat falling off of his head. He's got poofy gray hair shooting out the sides, covered in zits. His shirt is all stretched like Shane Dawson. His hoodie is halfway falling off. Show some respect to the Papa. Jesus, the Papa's sitting there like, this guy's, should I have really come on here? Now watch what he actually starts doing. Then the Papa's like, yikes, these guys are stupid.
That's very interesting, so I'll call you Papa. You ever get any kickback? Is it disrespectful to call you John?
Now that's funny. He didn't mean it to be funny. Is it disrespectful to call you John instead of Papa John?
No.
No, you're okay being called John.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just not sure because you prefer Papa.
They're not trying to be funny. Weed hit.
That's just what they call me. I never really thought of it that
I'm just
hard.
curious because it's like the one name anomaly, like Bono or
Right.
Listen,
Edge, the Edge. With Don, I don't know. So I'm just scared. I'm
Kid
curious.
Rock.
Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Rock. Right. That's not his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The snotter, though, they get rid of the snotter.
That's hard. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
It took me years to even. I used to call you Schnatter.
Shatner.
Schnatter.
sure,
yeah.
of course.
Schnatter.
Papa John.
Of
Papa
course.
John.
Yeah.
This is the very beginning of the interview, by the way.
Okay, this is the beginning 8 minutes and 33 seconds. And
going.
so they've just done their pleasantries. Hi, Papa John is here. Let's ask him a bunch of uncomfortable questions. And then they go right into this.
All right. I understand you are going through a divorce. Are you okay? How's everything? I mean, was that a long time ago? Was that recent?
4 months.
Oh, great opening question. Literally, it's just been, hey, nice to meet you. Ha, ha, ha. You're Papa John. Now, you recently went through a divorce, right? It actually just, I didn't know this was going to be about my divorce right away. And then he's got to sit there for another 2 hours thinking about his divorce. Listen.
Hey, how's everything? I mean, was that a long time ago? Was that recent?
4 months.
Wow, that's
That's
fresh.
very
Yes.
recent.
Is it as bad as they say it is?
She's a wonderful person.
But I mean, the
She's doing
divorce
well.
itself.
No, I think it's both of us wanted it.
Oh, wow.
And then so
So
I think it's been best for both of us.
Are you feeling relieved? Are you feeling? It's
See,
gotta
this
get,
is
like,
the
Yeah,
funniest
this is-
thing in the world to me, but
They're not trying to be. I mean,
trying to be
Ethan is
funny.
stuck, and you'll see there's times where Ethan just doesn't talk. So let's watch this.
Like,
this is
like
really
a between
bad.
two ferns cringe.
Exactly.
interview,
And they're not, listen,
intentionally.
we've gone over it. We know what we're talking about. None of this is done on purpose. You know, his fans rationalize it to themselves when they see this and they go, he's doing it on purpose, you idiot.
I don't even think, honestly, that his fans think that, even in all of his
But they
Ethan's
would. If they
comments.
saw this, that's what they would say.
Yeah, but
You
they
idiot.
know.
They're well, that's what they do to me. Every time I've slammed them, their fans come out at me and they go, he's doing a bit, you idiot. You know nothing.
He's
Oh,
not.
yeah?
He's just the awkwardest interviewer.
Yeah. So let's watch this. Papa!
Are you feeling relieved? Are you feeling? It's got to get like. Well, okay. Are you dating? Is Pop out there? Like you're single. You've got pizza money. You're healthy. You look good. You're in good shape.
Slowly but surely.
Papa's getting out there.
No, I wouldn't say
Getting
that.
Don't mess with my Teddy Fresh money. Ethan! The monster. I used to be on her side. She is quite the greed queen.
She kind of turned bad since she had that baby, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, because I used to love her before
What is the
baby.
point of podcast, Ethan? Let's collect Teddy Fresh clothing money and get to baby. Who she doesn't even like the baby. She treats that baby like filth. All right, what's our next code here? I closed my notes, so. Jules.
You can go to, there was another part, sorry, Papa John. You could go to like 53 minutes is kind of
Really?
a funny part.
Okay.
I mean, you could keep playing this part is funny, but
That's
it's just
okay.
more
We got it.
awkwardness.
53 minutes. Let's see what happens here. And what's
They're
this one labeled?
discussing the N-word scandal and
Okay,
what they
good,
would do
yes.
if someone said the N-word at dinner.
So here's his N-word scandal. Again, something he didn't want to talk about here. So let's hear this.
About the use of the N-word. And that's the first notice I got. And a couple hours
Your
later.
heart sink.
Yeah, I went, oh gosh, here we go.
Yep, you
Yeah.
knew it was
I
coming.
knew, but I didn't know that the people on the inside that I thought were protecting me were actually setting all this up. And then Forbes called at 8 and said, we're going to run this article. Do you want to comment? I said, well, let me see the article. He said, well, you don't get to see it. You see it in the paper tomorrow morning at 5:30 and
Hardball
next day at 5:30.
Did you leave a comment?
No.
That's what I say to people. I got a big article coming out about you tomorrow. Care to comment? And they're like, oh my God, what's this about? I go, you'll see tomorrow in the paper. I say this to everyone. I troll them on Instagram. That's how you get people's attention. I will write to people, hi, yes, writing a huge article on you and people like you. Do you care to tell us why Tony Hinchcliffe is a creep? Oh, no comment? All right. I guess you'll learn about it in the article tomorrow. And they're like, what the fuck, bro? And I tell them I'm from the New York Times. They get all scared.
And by the
And
way,
why shouldn't they?
this whole 50 minutes that has passed between these two parts that we skipped is just Ethan being just as awkward.
Oh,
the whole
yeah,
time.
you
It's
should
like
watch this whole thing.
You should watch the whole thing. It's
we could
very
really
funny.
watch the whole thing. All right, let's hear them talk about this N-word part. It gets pretty funny.
You see it in the paper tomorrow morning at 5:30 and next day at 5:30.
Did you leave a comment?
No, I didn't. I didn't see the article.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know where they were headed.
Do you regret not
Yes,
giving it?
James, that's really nice. I'm glad that you're filling us in with, low-budget petty news. This guy, James, in the chat, Trump tweets the MAGA hat scene from Curb. Happened 2 days ago, bro.
He's just trying to be a part of the show.
What kind of person, 2 hours and 49 minutes into a podcast, interrupts a video that's being played to let everyone know about a news story from 2 days ago that nobody gave a fuck about? This is what's on your mind? Did it just come across your desk here, James 624?
Oh, Jay.
Look at what are you interrupt? Trump, he tweeted something.
Oh, James.
What a retard you are! And all my friends are laughing at you. I'm glad people
He
found that
didn't
funny.
mean
What kind of a crazy... I'm looking at this, and I read it, I go, okay. But then I started really thinking about the mind of the person who, while we're all watching our movie, is going to go, oh, did you see what Trump did? He break president? Who the fuck cares?
Oh.
Does he think this is Revenge of the Sis? We don't act like this around here. This is why our chat room works. This is why the Bring Back group works. Because I don't let just any fucking act. You see, the studio's out of here. This chat's much more in order.
Hey, but we would have never found out about that True Jordy video if a guy didn't interrupt like that. So sometimes it works.
Oh, that's true.
So
is
that's
true.
why I don't get
Well,
mad
there
at
you go.
people.
Interrupt as much as you want, but that doesn't mean you're as good as gold. Your
guess.
interruption. Make sure your interruption means something.
Your interruption is a risk. So
And
you
what would have happened had I go, oh my God, look at this. A day and a half ago, Trump retweeted it back. Okay, what's the commentary on that? That Trump, huh? He retweets. What did you think was going to come? That I was going to turn this video off, look at the picture, and then we'd all celebrate around you, and you'd be carried out here on our arms like Teen Wolf at the end of a basketball game? You sick fuck. If I ever find out who you are, you're finished.
And the Searsley guy wants us to know. I didn't interrupt.
Of
it
course.
was when topics were switching.
Yeah,
I
look
waited
at that.
until
And
Mike was moving
you could,
on.
of course, post something in there. But if it's so, then it's going to get called out. If it's not retarded, then you're a great guy. But he posted something not good.
That's fair. Very fair.
What other news did you just learn about today? The impeachment? Bad move, James. Bad move. You better hope your name's not in our system, because I might pay a visit to your family's residence. All right, let's watch this video here. We were rudely interrupted by some sick fucking guy, some stalker, some sick fucking harasser of mine. Let's listen to this.
A comment?
No, because I had no idea what was going on.
Right. But you knew that you probably knew at the time.
Wait. Now everyone's making fun of James. This rules. James and the Giant Reach, they're calling it. What else? That was just one guy. That was very funny. Let James provide all the topics for the rest of the show. That would be nice. Yeah, you want to make my dossier for me? Mike is firm but fair. That's exactly how I want to come across. Mikey Spice. Don't get involved. Don't get involved unless you can hit that jump shot. Otherwise, you'll get
James.
sauteed. Instead of, when I say saute, oh, you're going to get sauteed. It's a
That's
mix
a cool
between
way.
a Jew and an Italian. Ha, they're saying James will never type again. He refuses. Yeah, you should pry out the keys from your keyboard and put them in a bowl and cover the bowl in duct tape till the show's over. Full screen the computer, take the keys off. I hope those come back in. Don't break them, because we're not getting you another keyboard.
Papa John said that. Is that what you expected?
Listen, Papa John.
Not what you expected.
Knowing what I'd known through the NFL before, when I said, let's settle this between the owners and the players' satisfaction, and they turned that into race, I knew that it was a very dangerous position for me to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I knew
racist.
this was not good.
Listen.
I did not know my own company and an agency who was hired to keep this from happening were in on this to actually make it worse, not better.
It's a setup.
So were you shocked when you read the article in the morning?
I was shocked at the headlines. And,
Right.
I was like, wow.
Do you remember the headlines, what they said?
The headline played up the use of the N-word. It made it sound like that
Watch this.
I'd called somebody,
Right.
word.
It's
versus-
just Papa John used the N-word.
Yeah, they made it accusatory nature when what I said was, I don't use that word, so let's not use that word. In fact, if I go to dinner and somebody uses that word one time, don't say the word, and I'll get up and leave dinner.
Wow. In fact, I hate the N-word. Oh, really? Prove it. Well, if someone at dinner says it, I stand up, I go, I'm out of here. Dinner is over. I rip that fucking cape off. I put my fork down. I don't care if it's the first bite of my steak. I throw a couple $100 down. I leave. So, and exactly who at your dinner table would be saying this? Oh, no, this is a family dinner I'm talking about. Dinner at home. We're not out at the restaurant.
So your family.
So your family
are
uses the
racist.
N-word at dinner, and this happened. No, it didn't quite happen yet. He's got like a southern accent, but he cleans it up right before the syllable's over. Yeah, it kind of happened.
I think we need to test this claim of his. We're going to have to start setting up some N-word dinners.
No
Catch him off
dinner.
guard.
I'm having a no dinner coming up today. And before we eat, I'd like to propose a toast. Thanks, everybody, for coming out here. And furthermore, you say the N-word, any which one of you, and I'm out of here. You'll be eating without me, okay? So don't, no! Stop it! Ah!
Michael is upon us. It is time to seek refuge.
That never happened. People are saying this word and you're loving it. You're probably, I'll drink to that, he says. The N-word. Ha 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 ha. And let them burn in our Earth's sun.
Cheers.
I just took a real shot.
Oh, you got James back. He's a sweet guy.
I feel bad.
He says,
He's being okay?
He says, LOL, I'm sorry. I'm new to the chat. I just saw it and got a kick out of
see
it.
this?
I'll do better.
Guess
Frown.
what, James? Guess what? Water under the bridge.
You're forgiven.
back. And look how nice. This show is nice. Now, we like you. See how he handled that? That's how you handle this with Mike. Don't go head to head. You're not going to impress anyone.
We love you
He
now.
handled this the right way, submissively. He's back. And now, guess what? As long as he doesn't do any of these screw-ups, he's treated great. We don't treat him like shit. We treat him great. We take ours and make them M's.
Exactly.
You mess up again, the city you're from will pay. You get it? Back to Papa John at his no N-word dinner.
That's just Papa John used the N-word.
Yeah, they made it accusatory nature when what I said was, I don't use that word, so let's not use that word. In fact, if I go to dinner and somebody uses that word one time, don't say the word, and I'll get up and leave dinner. I'll literally.
Oh, that's really something. This happens a lot at these high-pressure CEO get-togethers. Okay, our second order of business here today is... Funny word, huh? CEOs? Ha 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 ha. Not for him. He's getting up and leaving. I like it.
Use that word one time. Don't say the word, and I'll get up
Two
and leave dinner.
times,
I'll
fool.
literally, and I've done that more than once.
Wait, and you've done it once. Look at Ethan's eyebrow goes up. And I have done this one time. Oh, well, who were the people you were eating with?
Yeah, expose
Because
them.
we need to take away their company. It was actually the owner of HP Printers. Oh, does he hate the darks? Oh, yeah. He wanted to actually remove all black ink cartridges from stores because he didn't want to be associated with the color of their skin. Their skin. I'll excuse myself.
Say the word, and I'll get up and leave dinner. I'll literally, and I've done that more than once. But,
More than once?
It's just not a
Whoa.
good word. So don't use
It's
the word.
just not a good word, he says. Oh, yeah? You and what army?
Oh, Papa.
It's just not a good word. I do this several hundred times. I've left my family dinners after the word gets so loud it becomes overwhelming. And then all you could hear is the word, and the sounds of the city come to a quiet halt as the N-I-R dance around my head like a hallucinogenic trip. I mean, what the fuck, Papa?
One time. Don't say the word, and I'll get up and leave dinner. I'll literally, and I've done that more than once. But it's just not a good word. So don't use the word. I don't use the word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the H3 podcast.
Hi, ho, hi, hoo, hi, he,
You
ho,
can't.
he, ho, he, ho,
Dumber than Ethan, dumber than he. I came up with like 70 things to say about what he said on the fly, and Ethan's like,
Well, Ethan couldn't exactly do a bit about having an N-word hallucination.
He should have, because that would have been some comedy. Let's watch this again.
I don't use the word.
Watch.
How many times I guess I've never been at dinner with somebody who used the N-word.
Listen, if this was written, it'd be like a genius comedy. I don't have much longer. I'm so sick all the time.
I'll take care of you right after this.
How fucking funny is
That's
that?
amazing.
I mean, really. You want to see it one more time?
Yes, I love that.
People thought like I paused. That was only the halfway point of the ums, too. Yeah. The first time. Watch this. Poor Papa, right? Papa John N. Yeah. You got the N-word in your last name, so go on! Listen to this again.
I'm you how many times you I guess I've never been at dinner with somebody who used the N-word.
I don't know if it's an area.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dinner, cocktails, whatever.
Does it
Yeah.
happen?
And then Papa John's like, shit. Dinner cocktails, it does happen. Dinner and cocktails. Yeah, you got to. Really? You shouldn't be going on a 2-hour podcast, Pop. Look at Papa's face. Let's see this again.
Been at dinner with somebody who used the N-word.
I don't know if it's
He's
an area.
speechless.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dinner, cocktails, whatever.
Does it
Yeah.
happen? Does it happen?
Oh, it's happened in the past.
Yeah, but it's a different lay of the land.
Yeah.
You think people? I mean, in LA, I guess people are more conscious. But you think there's still a lot of racism out there in your parts?
No, I don't think it's prevalent, but sometimes you get somebody that's had a few drinks and they get a little sloppy, and it's
like,
it's
hey.
not cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
I feel you.
Really? And what kind? Can you tell us the context? Because there's a lot of stuff you could say with the N-word in it. You know? Is he doing
Like,
a
was it a
song?
joke?
Is it a joke? Like two niggas
Is it like a
walking
rant?
a rant? Yeah, was it? Sounds like you're pretty closely associated with the word.
There's still a lot of racism out there in your parts.
No, I don't think it's prevalent, but sometimes you get somebody that's had a few drinks and
they
they get a
just-
little sloppy, and
yeah,
it's
you're
like
like,
it's
hey.
not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
If it was part of their vocabulary, they wouldn't be somebody I'd associate with
Right.
anyway.
Of course.
But some people think it's cute or funny or
They
whatever.
try to be edgy.
Yeah, and it's not.
Yeah.
Who are the people? That's
Name
interesting.
names, Papa.
By the way, I'll tell you who it is. Every white that's out there. We love it, and we all joke about it behind your backs, whether you think we're woke or not. Get it? Now take a seat on the back of the bus. Oh my God. Your deepest, darkest, wildest imaginations, they're real, and they're worse than you expected. We're all joking about it at dinner.
Don't tell Papa
At
this.
dinner, we're saying that about you. Get it? So yeah, what you thought it wasn't, it is.
People think it's cute or funny or whatever.
They try to be edgy.
Yeah, and it's not.
Yeah. So the headline comes out. It's shocking. The shock back in the media is immediate.
Yes.
And as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, you were removed from board of directors that very day.
No, I resigned as the chairman.
You resigned. How does that look? Because were you ousted? I mean, or you resigned?
Okay.
What's the difference?
I don't want to get too technical, but this is corporate governance. The shareholders vote the board of directors in.
Okay.
So
then it gets into this. You should watch this, though. Very
It's
good,
very
huh?
good. I would watch the whole thing if
Man,
you're bored.
some of the stuff we see, we can't believe it, folks. So there is Papa John on H3H3, and you go through their comment section, not one person is saying what we've said here today. The stuff... Keemstar showed a bare cock on his show.
Oh, yeah, is that
Let's
still
show
up?
this. This is crazy. See if it's still up.